Dear students, welcome to the course on Statistical Methods for Psychological Research Part 2. In this lesson, we are going to learn estimating the standard error of the mean when sigma is known. What are you going to learn in this lesson? Let us look at the learning objectives. The learning objectives are: after completing this module, the students will be able to understand the notion of the estimate, estimator, sampling distribution and standard error. Know the procedures of estimating the population parameters of mu and sigma. Understand and estimate the standard error of mean when the population standard deviation sigma is known and unknown. Let us start. We begin with the first part of the lesson, in which you will learn description on the estimate, estimator, sampling distribution and the standard error of the estimator. Contents at a glance: overview of inference, distinguish between estimation theory and testing of hypothesis, understanding the terms estimator and parameter, understanding the process of estimation theory, understanding necessary terminologies, estimation of population mean and variance, calculation of standard errors of estimate sample mean. Research. Research is about trying to make valid inferences about the target group, that is called population. The study may be 100% study or a sample study. This is explained in the given chart. There you can see the population, and that population is divided into two groups. One is complete or 100% study, another one is sample study. Overview of inference. The population is broadly classified into two categories. One is 100% study, another one is sample study. When we go for sample study, we need inferential statistics. When we go for 100% study, descriptive statistics is enough. Therefore, in the case of inferential statistics, we further go for either estimation theory or testing of hypothesis. Inference. Again, the inference can be divided into two parts. One is estimation theory, another one is hypothesis testing. In the estimation theory, what we do is we estimate the unknown value of the parameter. Here the parameter is mu, therefore, the value of the parameter is unknown. In the hypothesis testing, a hypothesis is made about the characteristics of the population in terms of the parameter. A procedure is developed to test for the acceptance and rejection. Statistical inference. It is a procedure for making inferences or generalization about a larger population from a sample of that population. Terminologies. The first term one should know is population. Population is the group of entities that the research study covers. In other words, it is the target group for the research study. Parameter. The statistical constants, that is mean, standard deviation, etc., obtained from all the values in the population is called parameter. That describes the characteristics of the population. They are denoted by Greek letters mu, alpha, etc. Sample. Sample is a part of the population through which population characteristics are studied. Statistic. The statistical constants, that is mean, standard deviation, etc., obtained from the sample values. They are denoted by English lowercase letters x bar, comma, s, etc. Revisit the terminologies. Now, what we have learned earlier, that is now given in the figure. In the population, we are always study about the population characteristics. For that, we go for parameter. And the process is, from the population, choose sample. From the sample, calculate statistic. Using statistic, estimate parameter. The parameter will tell us the characteristics of the population. Steps of the process of parametric estimation. 1. Define the relevant population. 2. Identify the parameters of interest. Select a representative sample. Collect data from all members of the sample. Compute the sample statistic. Estimate the population parameter value with the help of sample statistic. Associated terminologies. Estimate. A value computed by using the data collected from a sample. Estimator. It is a formula that tells us how to compute an estimate on the sample. Sampling distribution of a statistic. It is a probability distribution of a statistic that is obtained through repeated sampling of a specific population. Therefore, as a researcher, he has to come across 3 distributions in the course of study. When the variable is ordinary variable, then frequency distribution. If the variable is random variable, we have to go for probability distribution. And finally, if the variable is a sample statistic and this is also a random variable, therefore, again we are going for a probability distribution, and that probability distribution is called a sampling distribution. A sampling distribution is a probability distribution of a sample statistic taken from a greater population. Sampling distribution explains how the sample mean will vary from sample to sample. Therefore, in the first video, we have learned about what is statistical inference and what are the parts of statistical inference and what are the terminologies one should understand. Students, I hope you understood all the concepts. We will continue in the next video. Thank you.